Final event named after one of our great horses, the Belili Sprint, and this is over the 1,000 metres. Now we'll go back and have a look at that trial at Lark Hill last Friday. It was one of the hottest trials I've ever seen, with Go the Certain Wide Detonator hitting the line locked together. The last run of Local Legend was very good. He drops another 200 metres to 1,000. I thought the trial of Silver Seam was ordinary, and Johnny Clayton will tell us all about that trial. But the trial that did impress me was the one of Innovation, and Stevie Parnham will give us a report on Innovation from his dad Neville's yard. Valicia returns to racing, and we'll go back and have a look at her last run.
A couple of other runners, Marty, include Great Nation, who run 5th of 10 first up the other day, beaten 4 1/4 lengths in the Bowfine Sprint. But it is one of his better performed races, the Bowfine Sprint, so disappointing on face value for Great Nation. A lot of the other ones we'll all take a look at, Number 7, Royal Harvest, racing first up today after a bit of a let-up. She won last start when she beat I Command, got form behind Beat the Storm and form in front of Beat the Storm. Brilliant form there for Royal Harvest, but she'll find this 1,000-metre event too short. And the other one, Little Tacker. He is struggling, the Little Tacker, beaten 2.5 lengths at York last start.
Let's have a look at this trial at Lark Hill again. Wide Detonator's the grey horse on the inside. Stephen Miller's got the ride. He's about 62 kilograms. On his outside in the Harvey colours is Paul on Go the Cert. Now, both these horses are past winners of the Hannon's Handicap. Go the Cert, about 200 metres out. I was talking to Stephen Miller and he said, well, Ponty gave him a couple with the whip in the left hand and just expected to run away from the trial. And I think the competitive juices got hold of Estee. He rattled the reins on Wide Detonator. And the two former Hannon's Handicap winners have hit the line like they were fair dinkum.
Leads a half a length. Go the Cert. Harvey goes for him now. Kent River the inside. Wide Detonator still in front. Go the Cert comes at him. Wide Detonator, Go the Cert, split the line together. Very hard to separate them from this angle. It's Wide Detonator and Go the Cert.
Now take a look at Local Legend's past run. He ran second on this occasion behind Mr. Diagnosis and couldn't beat him home. He's quite an interesting runner. His past 3 runs have been 1650, 1400, 1200 and now back to the 1,000 on Saturday. Take a look at his past run over the 1200.
Drifter has gone to the front before the home turn. 550 metres out. Drifter the leader. Legend Express trying to push up on the fence once again to try and get on equal terms when they corner. They're a length over Local Legend, easing around their heels. Tracked now by Hide the Loot to the middle of the course from Tarzi. And then came Maximus Moneus. Banner Storm is struggling. It's Drifter at the 250 from Local Legend. 2 lengths Tarzi. Hide the Loot can't go on. Field Commander from the back of the field is coming with a mighty run now. He's flying Local Legend. Tarzi, Field Commander swamping them. Field Commander, Local Legend hit it. Oh, not sure. Local Legend, Field Commander split the line together in the last. Leave it to the judge.
Now let's go to the Belmont trials. Just 6 days from before the Saturday meeting, Silver Seam goes around. She's got the yellow cap and she's the bright standout grey horse in the field.
Towards a home turn and Wingate Street leads by 2 to Silver Seam. On the inside it was Prince of Vassac picking up some ground now as some of these swing out wider. Attractions is out 4 and 5 wide in the yellow colours and the deepest runner is Jeff Berry on Rancher's Boy. 250 to go. Wingate Street under a good hole from Pike shows the way. Prince of Vassac gets up on the inside for Shane Miller. On the outside is Silver Seam. Still running on is Rancher's Boy deep out. Wingate Street kept going by Pike in front though. It's starting to pull clear again and Wingate Street wins by half a length to Prince of Vassac. 3/4 and wide out Rancher's Boy third, followed by Attractions. Behind them Silver Seam.
Form when last in work was very good.
Yeah, she's a pretty handy mare. You know, she won the Charles City really well, and I know Frank would have liked to run her in the Bunbury Stakes, but the owner decided to put her in the paddock. But I know Frank was keen, so if Frank was keen, you know, he must go all right.
Normally takes a little bit of time to find her form. First up over 1,000 metres, you'd expect some of these might just be a little bit too nippy for her.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, at this stage, she trialled Monday. Apparently, I didn't see the trial, but she's pulled up from it okay, and yeah, she has to get a few runs in before she gets to the Hannons. I think that's her aim at this stage, and but well and truly on track.
Yes, Johnny Clayton, the Mauritian magician, on Monday had been up at a place called Port Hedland where he rode the last 4 winners on the program, including the Port Hedland Cup winner. So he's on very good terms with himself, and well done to you, John. Past run we'll look at now, we go to the same set of trials. This is at Belmont Park last Monday. Innovation, former South Australian trained galloper from the Hayes stable. He won 3 in a row when he come across here for Neville Parnham at the start of his last campaign. He's in the all pink colours, all cerise colours of the famous Hawkes stable, of the Ingham brothers, and Shane Miller's riding the horse. By G looks after him. Big Hom gets him late, but he was under very little pressure on the line.
Rescuer just in front of Innovation, going up boldly. Hom's always been wide. 2 lengths away was Star Trek, and sticking to the inside to save some ground was Forest Frolic. In the straight, 350 to go. Rescuer shows the way. This quality galloper leads by a length and a half. Innovations on the outside under a pretty good hold. Wider out was Hom is joining in, and then Forest Frolic. Here's Hom on the extreme outside with the Innovation. Big Hom loomed up to Innovation, Rescuer, and then Forest Frolic, but it's Hom in front. And a good trial, deep all the way. Hom comes home to beat Innovation.
He's drawn a shade wide first up. The trial read up pretty well behind Hom.
Yeah, he's had 2 trials this time in, and it'll just bring him right up for the first up run on Saturday. Should go good.
Obviously fitted up pretty well with those trials underneath him. Looks a tough sort of race. It's not a big field. Confident of success first up?
I'm confident he'll run a good race. Like you say, he's drawn a bit awkward, so we're just going to have to see where we end up out the barriers. But I would be confident that he'll be right there in the finish.
Now let's go back a while to mid-June where Valicia had her last run. She's in front where she likes it, and she's been freshened up for this occasion.
And would be spotting the leader about 8 or 9 lengths at the 600. It's Valicia going very quickly in front, nearing the bend. Kadar up, sitting at its flanks, running second. Alchemic with a sweet run behind them third. Bold Ransom trying to poke up near the fence, fourth on straightening. Then came Arivian. Ellentone Park handy enough, but they balance up, and Valicia given a little more rain. Leads narrowly. Kadar quickly loomed up to within about a half length of it. 2 lengths away Alchemic, but Valicia fights back. It's Valicia, Kadar and Alchemic from Bold Ransom, and then Easy Nick off from last. D-Picked is rattling home. It's Valicia, Kadar, Alchemic, D-Picked and mid-time coming between them. Alchemic, D-Picked, wide out, D-Picked and mid-time. Mid-time, D-Picked. On the outside, D-Picked and mid-time together. Not sure from Alchemic. Then Kadar, Valicia.
Found this the hardest race of the day to get the selections down, and I'm still not confident about them as they are at the moment. I've gone with 5 Innovation. Look, it's going to take a good ride, awkwardly drawn. Always liked this horse when he was in South Australia. And he's never really shone at 1,000 metres, but he'll get a chance. I just get the feeling Nev's aimed him for this race. I think 9 Valicia at this stage will be leading and taking a bit of running down. She normally sprints well fresh. And 1 Go the Cert. 3 goes. First up at 1,000 metres, he's won them all. He's a terrific horse fresh. Adam Durant now trains him, and the trial indicated he'd be hard to beat. Quartet players, look, I've just got to throw in Wire Detonator, number 6 for the quartets. 5, 9, 1 and 6 there in the last, Dion.
For me, Marty, number 1, Go the Cert, resuming here first up, to win, to beat number 5, Innovation, both off their trials. To run third, number 2, Local Legend. He's continued to drop back in distance, but he's continued to run good races, and there's good form out of his last run. John Price gave me a good report during the week and said the drop back to 1,000 won't worry the horse at all. And if you're playing the quartets, throw in the speedy horse, number 9, Valicia, to run 4th. Numbers 1, 5, 2 and 9.
Gee, almost time for a break, Dion. And before we do, another reminder about westozracing.com. Big things planned for the relaunch, set down for October 18. But get used to the old system now by logging on to www.westozracing.com.